Welcome to Road to Success TV. Today we will take you back in time and tell you a little about Egypt, their civilization, their contributions, and how they became one of the most populous country in Africa. Egypt, officially known as the Arab Republic of Egypt, is an intercontinental country located in the northeast corner of Africa and the southeast corner of Asia. It is the third most populous country in Africa, after Nigeria and Ethiopia. Arabic is the official language spoken in Egypt. Egypt is known to be the place where many civilization achievements sprung from. Examples of these achievements are surveying and construction techniques for buildings, a system of mathematics which created the methods of addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and the basic idea of geometry, a practical and effective system of medicine, agricultural production techniques, irrigation system, glass technology, the calendar system, a writing material called papyrus, the new form of literature, the earliest known peace treaty, architecture, art, antiquities, and a system of writing called heliography, which combined pictures and symbols. Egypt is also widely known for its pyramids. The Egyptian pyramids were built during the ancient time when Egypt was one of the richest and most powerful in the world. These pyramids, especially the Great Pyramids of Giza, is one of the most magnificent man-made structures in history. The Pyramid of Giza is the only one amongst the 7 wonders of the world that is still standing. Although most of these pyramids were built by the ancient Egyptians to be used as tombs for royalties, they can also be used to tell the time. The civilization of Egypt can be traced back to 300 BC, when the kingdom was united under King Namur, also called Mean, prior to 5500 BCE, when they were 2 separate kingdoms called Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. The ancient Egyptians believed in many gods, which made them polytheistic, and religion was the center of their life. The Egyptians used to call their kings pharaoh, and they believed that the pharaoh was a living god. The pharaoh was the absolute ruler, and he owned all the land, water, people, etc. in his or her kingdom, and this led them to develop theocracy, a system of government led by religious leaders. The first pharaoh established a dynasty, which is a family control of the government and a capital city at Memphis, from which they could control the workforce, agriculture, and trade routes in and out of Egypt. There was a total of 31 dynasties over the period of 4,000 years. The Egyptians had quite a number of religious rituals and ceremonies, and the most recognized ritual was called mummification. Mummification means preserving the skin and organs of a dead human, and this ritual was as a result of the Egyptians believed in life after death. They carried the ritual out on corpses because they wanted the dead body to look lifelike. Along the line, there were attacks from nearby countries like Persia, Greece, and Rome, and eventually took control of Egypt from the Egyptians. The Romans' control of Egypt was what began to put an end to the ancient Egyptian culture. Rome controlled Egypt for several centuries until Arab Muslims from the Middle East took over. This new rule discouraged the ancient Egyptian culture, and many Egyptians were converted to the Islam religion. During the 16th century till the early 20th century, Egypt was ruled by foreign imperial rulers. Egypt gained nominal independence in 1992 from the British Empire as a monarchy, then there was a revolution in 1952, which led to the expulsion of the British soldiers and bureaucrats. After this revolution, the rule of Egypt was passed to military hands, and the country was ruled by 4 different presidents between the periods of 1956 to 2011. In 2011, there was another revolution due to the protest against the then president, Hosni Mubarak. Mubarak fled Egypt and Egypt conducted its first parliamentary election. A new president was elected in 2012, and his system of governance caused a political crisis in 2013. In 2014, a new president was elected. The country is currently headed by President Abdel. In conclusion, with over 700 years of foreign control of Egypt, the ancient Egyptian culture faded away, and the language was forgotten, but Egypt still remains one of the places where the world's civilization emerged from. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, kindly hit the subscribe button to be notified